Hi, my name is Cathy Patterson-Sterling, and I'm the Director of Clinical and Family Services for the Sunshine Coast Health Center. We're doing a 6-part series answering various questions around boundaries. Boundaries is one of those topics in family program that comes up a lot, and we also reserve an important section in family program to really look at discussing boundaries. So there are a number of ways that different people in writings and in general have talked about boundaries. And boundaries, for some people, they'll describe it as kind of a property line. It's that sense of here you are, and here's your emotional space and all that you are, and there's this property line or this parameter around who I am. It's not an emotional wall in terms of keeping people out, but what it is instead is the sense of you're getting in too close emotionally or maybe even physical space in proximity as well. Some other people describe boundaries often as kind of like a zipper. And so the zipper is the sense that if I don't have boundaries, then it's like people can come along and they can unzip kind of my spirit, my soul, and kind of get inside and crawl around emotionally. And that may seem kind of like an odd example, but what it is that as people, what we'll often do, particularly when we're in close families, is we'll do what's called introjection. We'll read into each other's lives. And so we'll speak the truth and say, well, this is who you really are. You think you know who you are, but I know who you really are. And so we'll have somebody speak into our reality, speak into our existence, and tell us who we really are. If we don't have that zipper on the inside, rather the outside, then what happens is that core sense of who we are starts to spiral as we attach ourselves to what other people say. And so if we have a sense of boundaries, then we aren't spiraling with other people's disappointment of us or their truth or version or reality of who we are. Instead, what we're able to do is stand solidly in our core and go, okay, that's an opinion you have, or that's your perspective. It isn't necessarily reality. And when I have a strong sense of emotional boundaries in who I am, I don't have to attach myself to somebody's perspective and start second guessing myself and spiraling in the process. So it's really helpful to kind of do that work around sorting out who you are, where you begin and end, and also sorting out that people may have opinions or perspectives, but it isn't necessarily the reality of who you are when you stand solidly in knowing yourself and who you are. Thanks so much, and I look forward to talking to you next week about boundaries.